Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. My name is Elaine, and you're watching Passion for Yarn. And today I'm just decided to do a pop up live video. Today, I believe, is Thursday, February 1st. Wow. January was here, it's gone. Today's February 1st, and I believe it's Thursday today. So I just want to say welcome to everyone. And I just decided to do a pop up live just to give you guys a video for this week because I've been sick. And I just wanted to give you let you know what's going on, and also show you my work in progress with my leggings that I am crocheting. So, yeah, and these are my first sets of leggings. So today is 40 degrees here in Connecticut. So I didn't notify anybody that I was going to do this live. So I'm just going to see if anybody's going to show up. If not, I just wanted to get this video. I wanted to do a live instead of a video so that YouTube could do the work for me and load it up and everything. Um, yes, but here I am, and uh, I've been very, very sick. I hope that you could hear me well. Uh, Welcome, everyone. Those who are behind the bushes. Hello, hello, hello. I appreciate you guys. Anybody that's watching the replay, thank you for taking out the time. Take time to watch my videos. I do appreciate it. Please give this video a thumbs up, share with others, and that will help my channel a lot. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Um, well, I said that 2024 I was going to, do more videos, and it's been one thing after the other, and it's always something, right? It's always something to, just delay your plans. That's what you want to do. Um, of course, right? So let me. All right, just want to lower my phone just to make sure that it doesn't ring while I'm doing this live. And I am like very tired today, but it is a beautiful day. It was sunny this morning. Now it's cloudy, but it's a beautiful day that the Lord has made. Thank you, Lord, and has given us all of us another day of life. Amen. All right, to Him be the glory. Um, yeah. Let me see. Um, 1 second. So obviously, this was not planned. It is two. Wow, this sickness has gotten my vision blurry. It is a little after 2:17 p.m. Eastern time here in Connecticut. I am just having a little ginger. I drink at least two of these a day, but I'm almost done with this one. This 16 ounce. I just poured into a plastic bottle, so it's easier for me to drink from the bed. And water. All right, so today, so I'm gonna just wait to see if anybody's gonna show up. But it has been a interesting week from my last live that I made from midnight Sunday to today. It's been very interesting. It's very, very, very. Hi, welcome in, Dozer. Gets Crafty. Welcome. How are you? Welcome in. Where are you from? Um, it's nice to have you here. So yeah, it's been I have a story to tell you guys. Okay. But I do want to talk about what I'm working on. Now, I want to have a story to tell you. And if you hear like stuffiness and my voice is different, it's because I had a terrible, terrible cold. Like, if you see my last live, that's when I noticed in that live that day that I was like my nose was running a little bit. I was like, getting the sniffles, and I really didn't think nothing of it. And that was midnight, that midnight live on Sunday. I went to bed, woke up the next morning, and just continued my day. Did the things I had to do, and then at 5 p.m. we had church service. Oh, let's see. You are from South Carolina, but transplanted here from Chicago. Oh, okay. Nice. I been to North North and South Carolina. But I used to live in Chicago when I was a young girl. Chicago, Illinois, in the suburbs. Well, the Windy City. Windy City. A lot of snow, a lot of cold, and a lot of wind. Well, thank you for stopping by. And this is not my usual life because I'm just coming in after, I think my last live was Sunday. So today's Thursday. Um, and I just want to come in, and now that I'm feeling a little better, and just to do a live today here and share with you guys. I do want to say, if I'm loud, please excuse me. I will share what happened to me, but I am not hearing right from my left ear. And so that came with the cold. I blew out my ear. Something happened to my ear, and I haven't been to the doctors because it's been so cold outside. And I've been so sick that I I would get more into it, but it was so sick that I couldn't go to the doctor. So I thought that I'll give it a few days to see if my ear will clear up and, you know, just be back to normal. And I hope so, because when I speak, it's like it feels like when you just got off an airplane and you just land and you're at the airport and you start talking, and that's how it sounds. It sounds like I'm having a very hard time hearing from this side. Hello, Dorita, Butterreal Boutique. Hello, Elaine. I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah, I better enough, just enough to make this live. Thank you for being here. I was watching your Happy Meal, your the replay, because I missed the live, but I was watching the replay. So I'm happy for you that you won those winnings. And from Jeanette, that was a nice Happy Meal. Thank you for sharing. So, all right. First, I want to show you my whip real quick, and then I'll tell you what I'm doing. So this is when I left off. I think I only had the waistband done in 1 or 2 rows, but this is where I am right now. So I started on one of the legs right here. So I'm going to start going in circle here for this leg, and then once I'm done, I'm going to do this leg. So I did the body part that I needed, from my waist to my belly, from my waist down to my, near the crouch area, right? So that's where I started, and I'm excited for this. This is not a pattern I'm following or anything like that. This is something that I just did it. I just winged it. And this is going to be for a size extra large. If I'm being loud, please tell me, because I can't hear very well. So maybe I should lower my voice a little bit. But I'm very excited because I tried it on and it's just the perfect fit. So I'm making kind of, it's their leggings. If you haven't watched my last live, I don't like pantyhose anymore, and I don't like the uh what is it, the winter ones that are like leggings, but they break so easily and they cost $10 for one pair, and they're so uncomfortable, and you got to get them tight, because if not, I mean, they will be running down your leg. And anyways, I didn't like them. So I wanted to be comfortable, and I wanted to have something not so tight. So I'm making my own pair of leggings, and I love that it fits like wah wah. It's a good fit for my body. So when I crochet clothes for me, I go by measurements. I do measurements. I take my measurements for my size. So I do a few rows and I check, I put it on and check and keep going. So I'm going to be having I'm going to be sharing with you guys in the future. But right now I'm not finished with it. But so far, this part of the body right here, it's feeling pretty good. Even the backside, I'm surprised. And yeah, so I'm not so small back there. So I was worried about that part, but because you have to be increasing. And so yeah, I'm excited. I'm using the Big Twist value. Okay. This is this whole part here is 10 inches. So I did 10 inches from the waist into here to this row is 10 inches. Let's just show you this leg. From here to this leg down here, this is 10 inches right here. Then I start dividing it in half for the both legs, and then leaving some room for the middle part, and I'll explain all that in another video. So so that's 10 inches. That's all I needed for me. And so it took almost a whole new skein of this, which is, it almost took 380 yards of this. But I have a little bit still left here. So I already started one of the legs, and this is how much I have left. And then I'll start using the other yarn. So I think that I'm going to be needing maybe 1,200 to 1,500 yards for this legging, but we will see. Okay, so far, 10 inches was almost 380 yards. Yeah, and that's for my size. If you're a smaller person, then you are going to need, or obviously less, less yardage than myself. And the waistband, the ribbon I did here, which is really, it's black, so you can't really tell, right? So that right there is I crocheted it with the 5.0 crochet hook, and then the body is with a 6. So let's go into the chat room and see what's going on there. Let's see. Saying Butterrose saying hi to everyone. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, that was nice. We saying hi to each other. Okay. So I said, let me get this video in before I start getting tired. And so Sunday, it was cold, right? And it was supposed to, it was raining, but it was supposed to rain and snow. So the church is like 5 blocks from my house. And I said, well, I'm going to go, Lord, because I really wanted to go and fellowship with the brother and sister. I haven't done that in a long time. So that day I dressed up I haven't dressed up in so long, And I dressed up fancy. um but when I went to the church, I was my first time visiting this church. I found them online, and I was searching for churches that were near my area because I didn't want to, I have a few that I would like to visit. There's a lot of churches here, but the church that I wanted to go, there's a few I wanted to visit. But this is me inside the church, but this is you could tell my eyes, me looking at this picture now, I look very sick here. Very sick here. But I'm not sure you're going to be able to see that. But that's me there, and I look like, you look at my eyes, I look very, very sick. That's inside the church. When I went inside this church, I was ready. I had my umbrella, I was ready. But I didn't know that I was starting to get sick. I started getting the little, but I didn't think nothing of it. Okay, so then I go to the church. When I walk into this church, it's so beautiful. It is the most beautiful church I have seen in so long. Few things I loved about the church that you rarely see these days. And first of all, it was a Catholic church, okay, but the pastor and them, they bought the church. It's the most beautiful church inside. I was just amazed by it, and I loved it, right? But they had these tall. I mean, I have a video here because I don't know. This is a different account, and I don't know. I was trying to transfer it to my other account, to my YouTube account, and this is a different phone, and I don't know how to do it. But I'm going to show you guys how beautiful. It goes really fast because it's a short video. But this church, it is amazing, amazing. And here, I just see, I don't know if you can see that. You see it's so beautiful. Beautiful. Look at the ceilings, the other look at that, all the lighting, the windows were beautiful. The lighting, everything was beautiful in that church. The only thing was that I didn't notice it right away because I just got there, but the church has these ceiling fans. If you saw in the video, they had so many. And they had all these beautiful Bible verses writing everywhere. It was just a beautiful church. That's one of the things that caught my eye. It's a Spanish. The brothers and sister and the pastor, they're Spanish. So it's Spanish speaking church, right? Service. So the pastor was the sweetest man. And he thought we were related because he has the same last name as my family. And I was like, I don't think so. But he was the sweetest man. Everybody was friendly. I mean, it's, sometimes when you go to a new place, even if it's just a place, it don't have to be a church, you stand out like a sore thumb because everybody was just knew I was new. And they were just coming up to me saying hi and introducing themselves and welcoming me to their church and asking me where I'm from, and all this other stuff. But I noticed that every person had a mask on. Every member had a mask on. And I was feeling like, ooh, should I have brought my mask? So I just didn't know. But it was very friendly. The atmosphere was friendly. And I tell you, the service was like, I haven't had service that long in a very long time. Like, some of the churches these days, the singing and the praising, it's longer than the preaching. Well, this was the opposite. The pastor preached like I think for an hour, over an hour. And and so the second thing I noticed is that the church um the church didn't have any TVs in there. And I thought that was a plus. These days, everybody, some, and I'm not saying there's something wrong with that, but it was kind of like nice to see that this church was different. It kind of reminded me when I first converted when I was 21, you know, And so there was no TV in there, no TV screens, nothing like that. Also, they were not recording the service. There was no cameras. And it was very nice, very nice. The band, musicians, they play only, they didn't play any music from out there, like celebrities or gospel singers or anything like that, music that we do like, but they kept to the hymn songs and things like that, right? It was nice. And so, not that there's anything wrong with you playing other people's music in the church. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just noticed that it was different. So it was refreshing to me. But then as the 1 hour went by, I started feeling cold and my nose started running. And I was like, oh my gosh, I only had brought me a tissue. And then I started feeling cold and I'm like, why do they have the ceiling fans on? They were all on and it was cold. And I started noticing that some of the brothers and sisters kept their coat on. I was like, it's cold in here. And so I stuck it to 3 hours. When I left, I was at the end of the service when he was praying for people. So when I said I got to go because I was feeling very sick and I didn't, I didn't want people to feel uncomfortable. Because one point I started to cough. And so I said, I think it's time for me to go. So when I opened the church doors, it was raining ice. And it was almost 9 p.m. Eastern time. And I lived about 4 blocks. I said I was going to be okay. So I came home and I went to bed and all that. The next day, I woke up sick as a dog. It hit me like a freight train overnight. It was just bam. I couldn't get off the bed. I have fever. I had a fever running, like those chills going right through my bones. I had so many blankets on me. I had a robe on. I had blankets. I had a scarf on. Because I put Vicks. I put a scarf on. It still was cold. The heater was blasted. I still was cold. Now, my daughter knew something was wrong with me because she knows I'm not one to be in bed all day. And it was awfully quiet. I had the TV off the whole day. I slept on and off the whole day. And I haven't felt sick like that, I think, in a couple years. So I was 2 days in bed. 2 days in bed. And and that's not like me. I barely ate like 2 days. The second day, because I had to take the medicine, so I just got toast. I just toasted some bread and I just ate one slice because it tasted my throat. It's like I couldn't eat it. It was like tasting like I was swallowing rocks. So, all right. So I drank a lot of water and whatever, but I had a fever. My body was so hot. My daughter would touch me and I would touch myself. My body was so hot. And I knew it wasn't COVID or anything because it's this apartment. Last time I told you that I found a big hole in the closet and the landlords came on Saturday, right? And they tried to take care of that problem, but to be honest, they didn't know what they were doing. So they put insulation or something, a spray of insulation, but it didn't seal the whole hole completely. They left without waiting to see if it was going to work. So like at the evening, the next day, I noticed that there was still cold air coming out of that closet. And so I had to stuff my blanket back in that hole and cover the door in the bottom so the house will stay warm. So what really got me sick is the house because I have not been anywhere. So it wasn't the church just gave it a push because on top of that, the church was cold. There was no heat on that I know of. I could be wrong. Maybe it was a low, but they had all the ceiling fans on. And then I stepped out to the freezing weather and raining ice. And I couldn't wait to get home. Like my hands were freezing. I didn't bring my gloves. And uh and then the next day, boom. It knocked me out. Out. I mean, I was knocked out. I didn't My eyes were like I crying. Like if I was crying, tears were coming in my eyes for 2 days. Like I'll go like this and then they'll come down again a little while and I'm like my eyes, that's why in that picture you could see that I was sick. But I couldn't tell that I was, you know? So yeah, so then I posted that I was not gonna make videos this week because, I could have barely stand on my feet. I was so weak. And so then yesterday I ran out of medicine. My eldest, went and got me medicine more yesterday. And so I've been taking, the flu, Vicks, Dayquil, NyQuil. I've been taking that. And today's the first day that I woke up like, okay, oh, I could breathe. But I might be coughing a little bit still. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, maybe this wasn't a good idea, but I thought I had my coffee under control. But I'm not going to take too much of your time. But, anyways, I got really sick. I just wanted to do the video because I've been home alone, and you could just watch so much TV, and you could just just sleep so much. Anyways, today I just want to say that I couldn't even crochet or anything. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I couldn't crochet or anything because I was so weak and so hot. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I think that's all I've been doing is resting. But I think I'm going to have to do more of that. But last night, I picked this up because I wanted to get it done this week. I picked this up. I had 10 minutes. I did one row and I put it back down. I couldn't work on any of my stuff. The stuff that are new projects I wanted to start this week. But what happened was in my ear. Well, before I say that, so I picked this up today. And I've been working on it for a few hours because I said, let me keep myself busy while I'm laying in bed, so I have more energy to do it. But yesterday, because I was the first 2 days, I was only sick with a fever, congestion, my nose, headaches, pressure on my face, and with those um fever, and I was always cold. And then yesterday I started to cough, but in one of my coffee I started to cough one point that I was coughing so hard that this ear, just the hearing went off. I just stopped hearing. It feels like I have something in my ear. It's not that. It's that I coughed so hard. When you go on, you just cough, 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 and you don't stop. I coughed so hard that I think I blew my eardrum, and I hope I didn't. But before this, about a couple of years back, the doctor said I was losing hearing in both of my ears, but one more than the other. So I think with this kind of pushed it. But I hope that I get my hearing back because it's awful. It's awful. And I'm not used to it. So I 1, 2, 3. So anyway, that's what happened to me yesterday. And I'm gonna give it until next week because it's so cold outside. And today is 40 degrees. Today's the first day that it's been a nice weather. It's very cloudy though. I think we might get more rain. But I just wanted to come here and let you guys know because I might be absent for a couple more days. Depending because I need to build up my strength, and as you can see, I was trying to do a video and it was difficult. So it's so funny that I wasn't coughing like that the whole morning. And the minute I get on YouTube, I start coughing. That's the only reason I did it, because I said, oh, I'm not coughing today that much. Let me just see if I could hang out a little bit. But anyways, yeah, so if you guys could play my replay or videos, or that would be nice. So I won't be doing the giveaway video for February until I come back. So hopefully by next week I should be better. I should be better by next week. It's terrible being sick. But yeah. So I have the yarn here that I'm going to use for my cardigan, and then I gotta get my daughter's yarn. We had to arranged everything different here in the living room, move things around, and but we haven't got to her yarn yet, but she's gonna get it for me. But let's see. Oh, thank you so much. But I just hope that you guys are doing great, and and just wanted to check in. But this is the yarn that I'm going to be using for my cardigan. And I even drinking things I don't like. I don't like ginger. I don't like ginger ale. I don't know if I'm the only one in the planet, but my grandson could drink this like regular juice. I don't like it, but I thought I would drink it because I had been drinking teas to try to get better, like teas with the elderberry, green teas, and then I put ginger in it, lemon to feel better. And then I told my daughter, I didn't like how the ginger tasted so strong in my teas because I put powdered ginger. And so I told her, just go get me some ginger ale, so I could, I don't have to worry about doing it myself. Hold on a second. Let me. All right, so this is the yarn I'm going to be using for my cardigan. Oh my gosh. So that church was beautiful. I mean, I just I just love it. The people were so friendly. There were about 100 people there that night. It's a big church though. But Red Heart Soft. Red Heart Soft. And it's these beautiful blues and green and teals, and I think there's a little gray in here. So this is the one I'm going to be using. And it's very soft. Very soft. I love this one, the Red Hot Soft. I always liked it though. But this is a 4 medium weight, but it has, and that's another thing. Since I got sick, my vision's gotten blurry. it's gotten blurry. And I noticed that today when I was getting on the computer setting up StreamYard, and I was like, wow, I can't see what I'm typing. And usually I don't have a problem looking in the computers. It's usually my phone I'm having a problem. But this one, I have about 13 skeins of this. It's a 4 ounce, 204 yards. So I'm not sure if I'm going to knit or crochet. I was thinking of doing more like a cocoon kind of cardigan style in a knit version, but we will see but it's so beautiful. It's these colors. I had this yarn for over a year, about a year. This was gifted to me from Mary. Thank you, Mary. But I love these colors together. And I have 13 of them, so I think I should have way more than enough. But this is the one I'm using for my cardigan. So I don't want it to sit there. It's such a beautiful yarn and not do anything with it. But oh my gosh. I had an episode. I'm so sorry. Um Oh, hi, Jeanette, DIY Creation. How are you? How you doing? Oh, okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Yeah, and it's really, really soft. And the colors, they all come together beautifully. That's why I can't wait. I really want to knit so I could see how the pattern, all the colors come together, you know. Um, Hi Maribel, how are you? How you doing? And she's saying hi to Jeanette. Thank you for being here. I wasn't able to let anybody know that I was going to be live because I can't see very well to be on the phone texting everybody and all that. So it's my vision and then my ear that is um yeah, so these colors are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Actually, there's a little purple in there too. I don't know if you could see that. It's like a little purple in there, and the gray, and the blue, and the green. Let's see if we can see the green and the teal. That's going to be nice. If I have enough left over, I might make a matching hat to it, but we will see. But that's definitely, I wanted to save that for me. And I gave Money Vet. I know I've been sick, so I haven't been able to send your package out, but as soon as I could go outside next week, I will send it out, okay? But the other two, I sent it out before I got sick. I heard from one person that they already got my package. The other person I haven't heard from because they should have gone out on the same day. But I hope my package didn't get lost like last time. Yeah. Yep. So that's what I'm working on. And my skirt, is in the same, and nothing has changed. My skirt, I have to do one more row of the green, which what happened was I got sick, so I didn't, I gotta look through so many totes to find my green yarn. And when you're sick, you just don't even want to be bothered with anything or anyone. So I haven't touched that yet. And this one, I just touched it did one row yesterday, and then today I finished the rest. I think I'm gonna keep working on it, and I'm taking notes this time. I'm writing down everything I'm doing, and so yeah, that's gonna be fun. It feels comfortable already. It feels comfortable already, and I think I could have got away with a few rows less for this waistband, but that's because I haven't eaten 2 days or whatever, and I'm probably losing a little weight. But it's not like when I did this waistband, I did it where it's gonna feel snug, and now it's a little loose, but it's not too loose where it's gonna fall off me. You know what I mean? So it's still gonna work. And that's the thing about Sometimes I don't want to make stuff for myself because I'm like, well, you're in the middle of losing weight, but I don't think that, to me, I'm thinking like I'm not gonna lose weight that fast. I'll be able to wear it, give it at least wear the stuff for this winter, which is is almost over in a couple months. Yeah, so I've been taking notes, everything that I'm doing. I'm gonna take notes, keep a track on how much yarn I'm using for my size. Um, and I love to make garments out of measurements because I think everybody has different body types. So I think that's the way to go. I just got over that. I know people's been getting sick. I just got over that. Wow, twice a month. Wow. Oh, girl, I feel for you because I really don't want to be like this for, you know, is enough with just this one time. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. But I'm glad, I know you understand. And I didn't like, I was going to step out yesterday because I don't like to bother my daughters. They work. So I said, well, maybe I feel better enough to walk to, it's like 10 minutes from here, Family Dollar, and get my medicine and stuff. But when I opened that door and I was like, the back door to see how cold it was, I was like, no way, I'm just going to get worse. And plus, I wasn't feel well enough to walk. So, what are you guys making? Mighty Bed, how's your granddaughter doing? She should be home by now, right? Babies are so adorable. Enjoy her while she's still small. Take a lot of pictures, videos, because it goes fast. It goes really, really fast. We all know that. Yep, I had neglected my home, everything. My daughter has to taken over. She had to defend for herself. Came out of work for cook for herself. I didn't eat anything. I just had water. I just started drinking ginger ale yesterday, but before that, I was just having water and tea. Water and tea. Yep. But I can't believe that what happened to my ear. I mean, I had so many colds the rest of my whole entire life, and now I can't hardly hear. So, anyways, let's see. Um, working on a second sack uh, of a pair about to start to heal. Oh, for your socks, and hopefully finish tonight. Awesome. That sounds nice. I never had knitted socks. I would like a pair. Well, not handmade. I bought them, of course, from the store, but not handmade. I hear that once you wear your first knitted handmade socks, you never go back to regular old store bought socks. Someone said that once. Hey, the crazy poppy lady's here. How you doing? Welcome in. How you doing today? Hope you doing well. And anybody that's going to watch this replay, I'm so sorry about the little coughing episode I had. I don't even know if I should leave it up, but I try to mute and block and turn off the camera, but it wasn't working fast enough. But anyways, yeah, I just came up to say, let you guys know what's going on, and because I'm trying to do more for my channel. I don't want to be absent that much from my channel like I was last year. Last year towards the end, you know, um sometimes you're just, you know, not feeling like doing videos when you're sick and stuff. But um 2024 I had plans, so now I got sick. You know, life, it happens. It happens, right? But you know what, I'll be all right. And I'll pick up, it'll do, the channel will do it what it will do, you know. And I just wanted to say that because I do want to do more for the channel. Let's see. I'm practicing using the double pointed needles for the socks. Okay, so I'm using worsted yarn. Oh, you are, and bigger needles. But I have some sock yarn for when I feel more skilled. Oh, so you're okay. Awesome. That's a good idea. I always say that when I started knitting, I always started with, and I think even when you start crocheting and you're a beginner, it's always to start with the bigger size hooks and yarn or needles, and you know, so that you could get the feel of it, get comfortable, practice. You know, that's what I did when I started knitting. And I started knitting. Yeah. But that's awesome. You know, now that you say that, you just remind me. I was thinking the other day that my daughter had asked me for um, you know, slipper socks that this lady wanted. One of her clients, she works with special need people, and she's in a wheelchair. She's in a wheelchair, and she's special need. And she told um my daughter, her mother bought her a scarf or something somewhere. But my daughter didn't like the scarf very much and asked me if I could make her one. And so anyways, she told my daughter she wanted to meet me, so they did like a Facebook live for my daughter's job. And I was supposed to make her a kind of like more like socks and slippers, because she's in a wheelchair and she wears these special needs kind of like plastic things on her feet. And I feel bad that, because I told my daughter, you know, it's gonna have to be after Christmas, because you know, my daughter think I could just whip it up. So I said, I hope you didn't tell her that it will be before Christmas, or she's not expecting it, because I have so much to do for you guys. And then I started thinking the other day that I didn't make her slippers slash socks. So she's the one that wants them. She wants them up to her knees. So she likes the my slippers I show you that I made myself for Christmas. That is the Red Heart Super Saver. Um and I can't remember the name, but it has all these colors in it. It's so beautiful. Anyway, she liked it that color. She told my daughter, because I had sent her a picture. My daughter showed her a picture of the four that I already made, and so she picked the one that has the purple in it. And anyways, I started thinking I gotta make those for that girl. You know, I feel bad if I didn't. And my daughter has not mentioned it to me, but so I gotta get going with those for her. Yeah. So it's been quiet. I've been home by myself, and it's nice to the point that it's for a little bit, but for all these days, you know, I'm like, I'm bored. I don't know what to do. I want to get out the house, but you know, I can't. So I gotta like, I gotta like be good and stay home and take care of myself. I really don't want to get worse than what I'm at, but I really want to go to the doctor about my ear because I'm worried about it. But so far, this is what I'm working on that leg. So I'm just going down straight down that leg. And what I'm going to start doing is, as I go, I'm going to fit it, from, so far, this is my hip area. That's how I increases according to my hips for my size. So, so now according to going down towards my legs, I'm going to start decreasing because I want it to fit exactly like leggings. And I actually have a pair here that I wear to work, to church that Sunday. So that's what you could do too. Like if you have, compare your garments to what you have at home. And so I like the way this one fit the legs. Up on the top, it has less waistband. Like my waistband is bigger. It's more comfortable. This one doesn't. So I'm comparing it to those leggings. But you got to still try it on because those are not made out of yarn. So the yarn has, it's different. It's thicker than fabric. So try on and keep going and decrease where you have to decrease, increase where you have to increase. And let's see how I do. This is my first time doing leggings. But yeah, you just get a pair that you have at home and compare to it. And that's it. But those are not as warm as these. Those are summer ones, I think. Those are summer ones, but they're very soft. Hold on a second. So yeah, they're very soft, but see how the waistband here. These are store-bought, but see how tiny that is? Yeah. Mine's just thicker than that, so that's why I want comfort. But you just get a pair, and excuse me. I didn't mean to. And you just, see how skinny this is? So this is how I want it to fit. But with the yarn, so I have to make sure that I'm trying it on and not just going by a pair of pants. But the pair of pants kind of helps. When I crochet my first top without a tutorial, because I did one with a tutorial, the first time I crocheted my first top was bag a day tutorial. But then when I did one without anybody's tutorial, I actually compared it to a t-shirt. I got a t-shirt that I love the way it fit and everything, and that's how I did it, with the length, the width, and everything. And I just did it by inches and just measure everything. Yeah, so hey, hola Marisa, ¿cómo está? How are you doing today? Thank you for being here. I have a cough drop in my mouth. I told my daughter yesterday, I gave her a list. Spent like $20 on stuff I needed because of this cold. So I told her hard candy because the cough drops, to me, they almost makes you want to cough more. And cough drops are good for your throat gets really dry, whatever. I guess everybody's different. But I told her hard candy. I didn't want cough drops because you have to be careful when you're drinking medicine and then cough drops. Because cough drops has medicine. So that's why I wanted a hard candy. But my daughter never always go by my list 100%. She goes by what she thinks is best for me. So I was like, okay, you got me this, but I wanted that. And she was like, well, I thought it would be better for you. And I was like, I already expect that from her, But I would rather have suck on hard candy. Thank you, Marisa. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. Dozer says, what is your first name? I mean, if you want to share with me, Dozer. I do that with sewing too. I have made patterns out of some of my favorite shirts. Yeah, you could do that with sewing and made them in different fabric. I know, it's awesome. You save money too. You don't have to buy patterns. You can make your own patterns. Yep. Oh, hold on a second. My daughter's calling me. I think she's coming out of work. All right, sorry, that was my daughter. Yeah, and you could definitely do that and make your own patterns. That way too. Especially if you have a favorite shirt, you could get like the paper bags from the store. Um, I mean, you could buy stuff at the store to do your own patterns, the paper from the stores, but the craft section. But if you get paper bag, a lot of stores are using paper bag now. If you don't bring your own grocery bags, which I always bring my own grocery bags now for a long time, but you could save those and just you know cut them in the side and the bottom, and you could trace with those to make your own patterns, and it's free, you know. But yeah. So, what do you guys want to? Are you guys decided to do anything different this year? Something you wanted to try, craft, sewing, knitting, or anything that you never done before? I myself would like to sew some clothes for myself. So, sorry, I'm calling my there we go. Calling my daughter's Rye. So yeah, I would like to, but for the sewing, I'm gonna wait for that for when I lose my first. I think after I lose 30, 40 pounds, and then I'll start doing that. But um, because fabric costs so much money, and another thing you could do is you could go to the thrift store and get fabric for cheap. But wait, crocheting is different. A yarn doesn't cost a lot of money, you know. Plus, I always could pass it down to someone else. But yeah, especially now, the easiest thing to sew for me is besides curtains and pillowcases. I would like to crochet my own summer skirts, like maxi skirts and uh, the round skirts, the what is it? The other one that has been out for a couple of years with the ruffle skirts. Yeah, but there's so many. Oops, I almost lost you guys. All right, guys, I'm not gonna take too long. Let me catch up with the chat room. Yeah, you should definitely do it. Maribel, you could get free classes here on YouTube. And then Joanne's. One time I wanted to purchase uh to pay for a course for my daughter and myself to learn how to sew at Joanne's. But Joanne's and other craft stores also you could learn class because I use pattern class because then I can fold them up. Okay. Is she saying hi to everyone? Yeah, so those are just a few things I would like to get into, Um, God willing, because we never know. This crazy world that we're living in. Um, Today I found something interesting on the news. I'm gonna be like 10 more minutes and I'm gonna let you guys go so y'all could go about your day. But by those pants, hopefully I'll have them done by next week because the whole point is for me to wear them for the winter. So it was the White House. I don't know if you guys saw that today. They had a live and they had a what they call it, prayer day or something, and it was like different people go going up. Biden was like reading some quotes from the Bible and all this other stuff, and then some other people were just sharing the gospel and reading. I found that very interesting. I don't know if they've done that other years before, but I was like, why are they doing this now? And I was like, the government. I think Biden was saying, let's pray for this world and everybody, especially with the things going on. Um, you know, the government is on TV at the White House. It's a whole live. It was like live, and they were praying, and they were like saying Bible verses and sharing with the world. It's like, guys, now if they're doing that, we need to do that. Something's up. But um these past few days, because I've been sick, I haven't been watching the news. The only thing I watched was that we lost three soldiers, three young ones. It doesn't matter what age, right? But we lost three soldiers. Um, and drones. It's You gotta be careful what you create with technology. These things you're creating with technology, right? That now a drone could be sent and blow something up. Like, wow, right? And so a drone came and uh, released bombs to U.S. ship, and we lost three members of American soldiers, young ones. But we need to pray for their families and friends. And it broke my heart because I saw these three young, brave soldiers that probably just started their career military and so young to leave the world like that. And others were injured. Others were injured. Hold on a second, my phone's ringing. Sorry. Okay, I'm on YouTube. Everybody's calling me. When I'm not on YouTube, nobody's calling me. That's my second daughter. I'm so sorry. I usually don't do this. My daughter wants me to call her back. She has to go for an interview at 4:15. Wants me to pray for her, but it's ironic, right? We're talking about prayer, but and then that shit was gonna happen with us here. What's gonna happen after that? So, all you prayer warriors need to pray for America and everything that's going on. It's amazing how we have in what 1 year and a half, almost 2 years. 1, 2, 3, and then Ukraine. I mean, 4 nations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nations. Wait, United States. Okay, 6 in war. Okay, so that's Ukraine and Russia. Israel with Hamas with the Iranians. Well, the Iran's the same, so maybe 5. UK with the Irans. United States now. I'm not sure. They haven't made any announcements or anything from what I know, because there's been talk about how they're not responding fast enough to what had happened to our American soldiers that were killed, and then there were so many that were injured. And so we are not to have fear, right? Because God is in control, God is with us. But we know that these things are what's to happen, unfortunately, because the word says it, right? Wars, rumors of wars, nation against nations, earthquakes. Did you see that earthquake that happened in, where did earthquake happen? Oh my gosh, I have to look it up. But I'm 2 years. 2 years, it has happened a lot of things. So enjoy your life to the best of your ability. Live your day by day. But always put God first. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't think these soldiers knew what was going to happen to them. They didn't expect it. There's an investigation going on because they thought it was one of the U.S. drones coming back towards the ship. But it wasn't. It was one of theirs. So I don't know how they missed that. But and so many other crazy stories that has been going on. People, I don't know what's wrong with people. We have to pray for them. And this young man, what he did to his dad is incredible. You know, I he put it on Facebook Live. I don't know if you guys heard about that. I don't know if I could talk about it too much here because it's very graphic, but you could look it up on YouTube. He's been arrested. But I told my daughters, if I ever, I told them this a long time ago when I start hearing about children killing their parents and parents killing their children. If I ever get in your nerve, push that you feel like you want to hurt me, which, you know, I really don't think my daughters will do that, but leave me alone. I just want to live my rest of my years. You are grown. Y'all live your life. you know, people could agree to disagree. Like, people just, I don't know what's up with that man, what he did to his dad. It's crazy. Crazy. The same ones you gave life to, it's taking your life. But anyways. Oh my Lord. I can never do a live without talking about things like this. Oh my gosh. But it's hey, truly amazing. How are you? How you doing? How you doing today? I haven't seen you in a while. Let's see. Fabric Mart, Fabric and Knits of Time Textiles. Yes, are two online stores that you can get fabric at decent prices, especially in the clearance area. Ooh, Fabric Mart. There's another one a lady uses, but I don't know if it's US. So sad what he did. It is insane. Isn't it? Isn't it? It's crazy. I'm like, it ain't that serious. It's awful. And but again, it said it in the Bible that in the latter days you will see these things. Parents killing children, children killing parents, and it's just been an ongoing thing for years, and it's so sad. But I tell my daughters, if I'm too naggy, I'm too whatever, when I get older, just leave me alone. Come and see me once a month. I don't know what happened. This is why I believe that. I don't know how old it was. I forgot. But I believe that your children, I pray for once they're adults, we always wish that our children, once they leave our home, they leave married. Like, okay, you left my home, you got married, We all could wish that, right? We don't want them out there, especially our daughters. We don't want our daughters out there on their own, especially these days. It's very hard to do that. Paying your own bills and uh the reason God gave us husbands is to protect us as well. But you don't want your kids to be 30 and 40 living with you. You don't. And I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm pretty sure that father did not deserve that. But then again, other lives are being ruined. His life is being ruined. When you could just go for a walk after a argument, whatever it was, go for a walk, take a deep breath. Go for a walk, take a breath. Think for a moment. That's my father. I have to respect him. Oh my gosh. Let me calm down because, not listen to what my mind and my thoughts telling me to do. But I don't know what it is. But yeah, you have to train your children well. You do. You have to train your children well. And and when they become adults, you can't be on top of them like when they were younger. You did the best you could do. You give them an advice here and there. Pray for them and pray that they would do the right thing. They would take what you taught them, but leave it in God's hands, and pray for them that they will be responsible adults and responsible citizens, obeying the law and working hard and helping other people, loving people, being nice. Life's too short. But anyways, that was just a little bit. I watched the news and I just had to turn it off. I was like, whew, my Lord. And, the parents of those soldiers, that I felt bad, so bad for them. But we're going to see what's going to happen. There hasn't been I think that what they're saying is the delay in response to something like that is really bad and looking really bad for US. So I don't know. But well, I made it without coughing. Oh my gosh. It's 3:33 p.m. Eastern time here. I'm going to get off now because my daughter wants me to pray for her. She's going for an interview at 4:15. She'll be fine. And she really wants this job because it's near her house and she could be more closer to her son and it's more hours. And I'll be doing that. But I hope that you guys are, doing and creating some beautiful things and love one another and help your neighbors and smile to give somebody a smile once in a while. I mean, giving somebody a smile doesn't cost nothing. You could be brightening somebody's day who's having a bad day. When you're going through something, always, that's how I see it. When I'm going through something, somebody else has it worse. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful, and you'll be okay. Well, into my next video or live, but definitely I'm going to wait till next week if you can hear my voice. I'll wait till next week to save my voice and be safe out there, guys. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. I'm sorry for this video. I don't know. But I just wanted to come in and say hey. And it'd be nice if you guys watch some of my videos, but if not, that's fine. I'll see you when I could come back. And be careful out there. Take care of yourselves and your families. God bless. Bye.